Hi everyone, in this video you will learn how to get started using Google Tag Manager. You will learn how to create your container in Google Tag Manager and how to add tags in Google Tag Manager. You will also learn how to implement the Google Tag Manager code on a website and how to preview and test tags. Let's get started. Go to tagmanager.google.com. Enter your email address and password. Select Create Account. Let's name the account. Select Country. Click checkbox if you want to share data anonymously. Then we need to name the container. When we create a container, it will give us a unique piece of code that we need to add to our website. This code will then automatically load the tags that we configure inside the Google Tag Manager. Now we can select how we will be using Google Tag Manager. There are options to use Google Tag Manager for managing tags on iOS apps, Android apps and AMP. I select Web. We need to agree to the terms. Click Yes. Now we have our new account and new container. We can see the Google Tag Manager code that we need to add to all pages of our website. If you are going to implement the code directly on your website, then you need to copy the JavaScript tag and the NoScript tag. If you are using a platform like WordPress, then you can add your code to your template or use a plugin to add Google Tag Manager to all of your pages. I am going to start by using a plugin to add Google Tag Manager to WordPress. So no need to copy the entire code, I can just copy the container ID. Now let's head to WordPress. Select Plugins. Then select Add New. Search for Google Sitekit. Click Install and activate it. Click Start Setup. Now you need to follow the steps to authorize access to your account. We need to connect to Google Tag Manager. To do this, select Settings and then connect More Services. We can then connect Google Tag Manager. Select an account. Click Allow. Select your account and container. Click on Continue. Now Google Tag Manager container has been added to all of our pages of our WordPress site. Now it's time to configure our first tag. Let's head to Google Tag Manager. We are going to start by adding Google Analytics to our website. So let's create a new tag. Click Create Tag. Name the tag. Select the configuration. We are going to start by selecting Google Analytics for configuration as the tag type. Now we need to get our measurement ID. So let's head to Google Analytics. Click Admin. Select Google Analytics for property. This is the admin area of Google Analytics for property. Select data stream. Select data stream for the website. You can copy the measurement ID for your data stream. Now we can head back to Google Tag Manager. Paste the measurement ID. We need to select a trigger for our tag. Select All Pages Trigger. This will fire Google Analytics for tag on all of the pages on our website. This means we can report all of the pages people see when they visit our website. Save the tag. Now we are going to add another tag. Click Create Tag. Name the tag. We are going to name the tag Google Analytics Universal Analytics. Select Tag Configuration. Select Universal Analytics for the tag type. This is the older version of Google Analytics. We are going to leave Page View as the tag type for the tag. And select the option to create a new variable using the drop down under Google Analytics settings. Let's name the variable. Now we need to head back to Google Analytics for the measurement ID. Select Admin. Select Universal Analytics property. Click Tracking Info and then click Tracking Code. Copy the tracking ID. Let's head back to Google Tag Manager. Paste the tracking ID and save the variable. Now we need to add a trigger. Select All Pages Trigger and click Save. Next, we are going to add Google Ads remarketing tag to our website. So, let's head to Google Ads account. To set up Google Ads remarketing tag, select Tools. Select Audience Manager. You can set up new audience to create remarketing tag. If you would like to create an existing tag, then just select Audience Sources and look for Google Ads tag. Let's select the option. Select the option that allows us to create an audience list for the people that have been to our website. Then we need to follow the steps. Select the option to add the tag using Google Tag Manager. We need to copy the conversion ID. Now we need to head to Google Tag Manager. We need to create a new tag. Let's name the tag Google Ads Remarketing. Select Tag Configuration. Choose Google Ads Remarketing as tag type. Now we need to paste our conversion ID. Add a trigger. Select All Pages as our trigger. This will add the Google Ads Remarketing tag to all of the pages on our website. Save the tag. We are going to add another tag. It is conversion linker tag. This can help improve accuracy of Google Ads tag because it stores information as first party cookie for our website. Click Create Tag. Name the tag as conversion linker. Now select Tag Configuration. Choose conversion linker as tag type. Add a trigger to the tag. Select all pages again. Save the tag. Now we are going to add Facebook pixel to our website using Google Tag Manager. Let's head to Facebook. I have already opened the Facebook Business Suite for my page. Now we need to open Events Manager. Select More Tools. Choose Events Manager. If you are getting started for the first time and you don't have an existing pixel, you can select the option to connect a new data source. Select Web and then Facebook pixel. Let's choose the option to manually add the pixel code. Now we are given the pixel code to add to our website. Let's copy the code and head to Google Tag Manager. Now we need to create a new tag. Name the tag Facebook Pixel. Select Tag Configuration. Choose Custom HTML as the tag type. Now paste the pixel code from Facebook. Select Advanced Settings and under Tag Firing Options, let's change once per event to once per page. This will mean that the Facebook pixel is not fired multiple times as someone is browsing a page on our website. Now select Trigger. Select All Pages Trigger. Then save the tag. Now let's learn to test and preview our tags. We have added to Google Tag Manager. We should check that the tag is firing correctly before we publish to our live website. If we look at the card here, we can see it says that our container has not been published yet. Since I am using a new container that has never been published, the debugger won't connect. Let's look anyway. Click Preview. We can see it shows a message. If we are migrating to Google Tag Manager and we have an existing Google Analytics tag installed in our website, then this will cause problems. So what we are going to do is temporarily pause all of our tags until we are ready to complete our migration to Google Tag Manager. Let's select tags. Use the checkbox to select all of the tags we have created. Click the pause button so that the tags don't send duplicate data once we publish the container. Since we pause all of our tags, we can publish the container. Click Submit and name the container. Click Publish. Now we have published the container. The preview mode will work. So, however all our tags are paused, we won't be able to test them using Tag Assistant. So we have to enable all the tags. Select all tags. Now let's click Preview. We can enter the URL of our website. Select Include Debug Signal in the URL checkbox and click Start. Our website opens in a new tab and we can see that the debugger has connected. So we can navigate to another page. Now let's open Tag Assistant. On the left hand side, you will see the pages that you have loaded while using the preview mode. We can see both of the pages we have viewed. We can also see the triggers associated with the pages. This includes built-in triggers like when the Google Tag Manager container loads on the page, as well as any other triggers you have configured. For example, if we select container loaded, we can see the tags that fired on the page and tags that were not fired. We can select a tag to see more details. Let's select Google Analytics tag. We can see the details for the tag. We can see the trigger conditions that we allowed the tag to fire. And below we can see any exception triggers that might prevent the tag from firing. We can select the variable tag to see the information available to use in Google Tag Manager. And the Data Layer tab lets you view the information in the data layer. Since we have added Google Analytics 4 tag to your website, Tag Assistant will automatically identify this. And you can select the measurement ID for your Google Analytics 4 property at the top of the tag. This lets you view the information that has been sent to your Google Analytics 4 property. For example, let's select the first page we viewed. This lets us see the different hits that were sent to our Google Analytics 4 property. Now we can see, apart from Google Analytics 4 tag, all of other tags have fired. All of these tags use all pages trigger. So that's about Google Tag Manager. If you like the video, please like and subscribe. Thank you for watching.